And I think in this situation, the application that I would love for students to take away from this is that learning about their mind-body connection is a way to take care of themselves. And I think this
Yes.
is a time really important to be taking care of ourselves. And it's also a time when there's going to be more opportunity to not. So I know some students have gone back to homes where they are the more of the caregiver, or homes where they feel like they have certain jobs that they have to fulfill. And whereas college is a place where you do have more opportunity to think about yourself, to care for yourself. So I think that's the application that I would really like people to take away from this, is just if you're taking care of yourself, you're going to be able to, the acceptance part of it is going to be easier and just kind of richer and more fulfilling.
Yeah, and share, it does make sense, and share some ways that we can do that. So really
Mm-hmm.
practically, what are some next steps that all of us might be able to take to ensure that we are caring for ourselves in good and appropriate ways?
Mm-hmm. So there's the basics that you've been hearing since you were 6 years old, is eat decently well. We don't have to be amazing eaters right now, but eat some protein, eat some fruits and vegetables. Um, if you can, especially protein, because that fuels your brain. And then sleep, try and sleep. Hopefully, some of you at least have more time now to sleep, so get some more sleep than normal. Try and get outside, get moving. You don't have to, do P90X. If the young people even do that, I think that's more our age. Anyway,
I'm
you don't have
familiar.
to do that.
I'm
I
familiar.
know, but I don't know who students are. But anyway, you don't have to do anything crazy. You don't have to run a marathon, but just get out, get moving, get some sunshine. That's gonna be wonderful, because that will build your immune system, boost your mood, get a little color, and it'll be good. And then the other thing, so those are the basics. And then if you want to take it up a notch, then start working on relaxing, essentially. Start working on figuring out, when does your body feel really relaxed, and when does your brain feel calm, and what can you do in order to achieve that as much as possible during these times. Because if you start thinking about, oh, am I still going to have my summer job, or what's school going to look like next year, or what financial problems, then that's going to raise the stress levels. So as much as possible, practicing some relaxation. And if you want ideas or help on how to do that, please, please, please shoot me an email. Or Paul, he's got the mindfulness down as well.
Right. That's
So
right.
yes, and then have fun. Honestly, try and get out, have some fun. Hopefully everyone has opportunities to do different activities right now, or get out and do different things than normal, or different things, with your family than normal. So
Yeah,
that's
I love all of those. And Lydia, while you were talking particularly about sleep, my mind went to a verse in the book of Psalms. And if you've tracked along with anything that I've put out over the last couple of months, in the midst of this moment, it's almost everything has a psalm attached to it, because I have just been wrapping my heart, my inner world in the Psalms. And I would encourage you to do that in the midst of this. So Psalm 23 is just a go-to, but actually the verse that came to mind is Psalm 127, verse 2. And that reads this way. It says, "It is in vain that you rise up early and go late to rest, eating the bread of anxious toil." That is not good bread. It's not good bread. My wife Ashley has taken to baking homemade bread in the last couple of weeks as a just wonderful bit of creation goodness in the midst of,
okay.
we hadn't really done that before, but it's been a nice little treat in our home. I just had some for lunch a little while ago, and that was much better than the bread of anxious toil. But when I don't walk the pathway to acceptance, when I don't root myself in who I know God to be and who I know who I know I am because of who he says I am, then I find that this is what I do. I struggle to sleep. I wake up early. I go to bed late. I'm not taking care of that basic need. I eat the bread of anxious toil and I have no peace. But the ending of that verse is this way. Basically, it's you don't have to do that because God gives to his beloved sleep. God gives to his beloved sleep. So it is in vain that you rise up early and go late to rest, eating the bread of anxious toil, because God gives to his beloved sleep. So if you're laying in bed at night and can't sleep, just remember God gives to his beloved sleep. So hopefully you'll go take a nap after you watch this video.